Feel the comfort of tonight's tale as it brings you rest. Petrea and Astra, a tale of understanding. This story is about a girl named Petrea who helps a panda named Astra to reunite with his family, teaching her the true meaning of understanding and friendship. Once in a small town, nestled between green hills, there lived a girl named Petrea. Petrea was known for her curiosity and a heart full of wonder. One crisp morning, Petrea wandered into the forest near the edge of town, and she stepped gingerly over roots and rocks, following the gentle hum of the stream. To her surprise, she found a small panda cub tangled in a bush. Petrea's eyes widened with both excitement and concern. "Hello there, little one," she whispered softly, her hand outstretched in a gesture of friendship. The panda cub, with its large, soulful eyes, whimpered quietly. Petrea gently freed the creature from its friendly prison and decided to name him Esther. Astra and Petrea quickly became inseparable friends, spending each day exploring the forest and sharing stories. As days turned into weeks, Petrea noticed something. Astra seemed sad, often gazing longingly towards the horizon. One night under a blanket of stars, she asked, "Astra, what troubles you?" The little panda nuzzled her hand and let out a soft sigh. Through a series of gentle gestures and sounds, Petrea began to understand. Esther missed his family. Though their bond was strong, Petrea knew she had to help Astra find his way home. Together, they embarked on a journey through the forest, guided by the moon's silvery light. Each step was laden with understanding and empathy. The forest, once a haven of adventure, now seemed vast and mysterious. They faced many challenges, narrow a wide river to cross, steep hills to climb, and dark nights to endure. Yet, each obstacle only deepened their friendship. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they reached a bamboo grove where Astra's family lived. The reunion was joyous, filled with affectionate nuzzles and happy sounds. Petrea watched with a tender heart, knowing she had done the right thing. Though her heart ached at the thought of parting, she understood that true friendship means supporting those you love, even if it means saying goodbye. As she turned to leave, Astra ran towards her, placing a gentle paw on her front. With tears of gratitude and love, Petrea hugged Astra one last time. "Thank you for teaching me the true meaning of understanding," she whispered. And with that, she walked away, the moon's light guiding her path back home. Let's explore the next peaceful journey. Fanny and the Laughing River. This story is about Peony, a spirited girl, and Lobelia, a laughing river, who discover the true essence of companionship through a magical adventure. In a quaint village nestled between emerald hills and azure skies lived a spirited girl named Peony. She was known for her radiant smile and the laughter that rang like silver bells. Not far from her home, a sparkling river flowed, its waters shimmering under the golden sun. Our river was called Bulaya, and it was alive with the magic of the land. Peony loved spending her days by the river, feeling the cool water on her toes and listening to its cheerful gurgles. It was as if Lobelia was laughing with her, sharing stories of its journey through the countryside. One day, as Peony sat on a moss-covered rock by Lobelia, a sudden sadness filled her heart. She missed her grandmother, who had passed away the previous winter. Sensing her melancholy, the river began to flow more gently, its laughter turning into a soothing hum. "Do not be sad, Peony," Lobelia seemed to say. "Your grandmother is always with you, in your heart, and in the memories you cherish." Peony wiped her tears and smiled, feeling the warmth of her grandmother's love enveloping her. As the sun began to set, painting the sky with hues of orange and pink, Peony noticed a small golden fish leaping out of the river. It danced on the water's surface, catching the last rays of the sun before diving back into the depths. "Hello, little fish," Peony called out, clapping her hands in delight. The fish swam up to her and bubbled cheerfully, its scales glittering like jewels. "I have a secret to share," it said in a voice as soft as a whispering wind. Fanny leaned in closer, her eyes wide with curiosity. "There is a hidden cave behind the waterfall," the fish continued. "Inside, you'll find a treasure that only those with a pure heart can see." Her excitement mounting, Penny thanked the little fish and ran towards the waterfall. The sound of rushing water grew louder as she approached, her heart pounding in anticipation. Taking a deep breath, she stepped behind the curtain of water and gasped at the sight before her. The cave was illuminated by a soft, otherworldly glow. Stalactites hung from the ceiling, their tips sparkling like stars, and a gentle breeze carried the scent of wildflowers. In the center of the cave, on a bed of moss, lay a beautiful, intricately carved box. Peony's hands trembled as she opened it, revealing a delicate necklace with a pendant shaped like a teardrop. As she held the pendant in her palm, she felt a surge of warmth and love. Her grandmother's voice echoed in her mind. "This is for you, my beloved Peony, a symbol of our eternal bond." Tears of joy filled Peony's eyes as she fastened the necklace around her neck. She knew that no matter where she went, her grandmother would always be with her. Filled with a sense of peace and happiness, Peony emerged from the cave, the laughing river singing softly in the background. From that day on, Peony and Lobelia shared an even deeper bond. They would spend hours together, laughing, sharing stories and basking in the beauty of their friendship. And whenever Peony felt lonely, she would touch the pendant and remember the love that surrounded her, a reminder that true companionship never fades away. Another story awaits to soothe your heart. William and Violet, a tale of respect. This story is about a boy named William, who learns about the importance of respect through his friendship with a river nymph named Violet. Once upon a time, in a serene village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, there lived a young boy named William. He had brown curly hair, eyes the color of the deep forest, and a curious heart that always sought adventure. One warm summer evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, William decided to explore the riverbed. His mother had often warned him about the mystical creatures that supposedly inhabited the waters, but William was too curious to heed such warnings. He made his way through the tall grasses, their tips brushing against his legs, until he reached the river's edge. The water shimmered under the twilight, reflecting stars that had just begun to sprinkle the sky. As William knelt to touch the cool, inviting water, he heard a soft, melodic voice singing a tune he had never heard before. Startled yet intrigued, he looked round to find the source of the voice, but all he could see was the gentle flow of the river. The enchanting music continued, guiding William to a spot where the river widened and the flow became gentler. There, sitting on a smooth rock with her feet dipped in the water, was a beautiful nymph with long, flowing hair, the color of midnight, and eyes that gleamed like moonstones. Their name was Violet. William, though nervous, was compelled to speak to her. "Hello, I am William," he said tentatively. Violet looked up, her eyes locking onto his. "Hello, Lennox, there's to show a ability in strategy, when the detail, a white steady grace at undating. I am Violet," she replied with a serene smile. They talked for what felt like hours, sharing stories of their worlds. William learned that Violet was a guardian of the river, ensuring it flowed clean and strong. She told him about the ancient pact between humans and river nymph, a promise of mutual respect and care. Captivated by her tales, William felt a deep respect for Violet and her wool. He promised her that he would always protect the river and honor the ancient path. From that day on, William and Violet met often by the river. William helped keep the river banks clean and taught his friends to do the same. In turn, Violet would share the river's secrets with him, showing him hidden pools and teaching him the language of the water. Their bond grew stronger, built from respect and understanding. Years passed, and William grew into a wise and kind young man, always remembering his promise to Violet. The village, seeing the importance of the river, also joined in the efforts to keep it pristine. The river thrived, its waters sparkling like they did in William's childhood. And whenever he visited the riverbank, William would find Violet there, her presence a reminder of the respect that bonded their worlds. Their friendship was a testament to the power of respect, flourishing like the river that brought them together. Let's move onward to the next story. Bluebonnet and Amaryllis, a family bond. This story is about a boy named Bluebonnet and a raccoon named Amaryllis who form an unbreakable bond, teaching their village the true meaning of family. In a quaint little village nestled between lush green hills and vibrant meadows, lived a boy named Bluebonnet. He was named after the bright blue flowers that bloomed in abundance round his home. Bluebonnet had a heart as big as the wide open sky, always eager to help his family and friends. One crisp autumn afternoon, while wandering along the forest's edge hedge, Bluebonnet discovered a tiny, shivering raccoon hiding beneath a pile of fallen leaves. This raccoon, with fur as soft as the morning mist, had the most soulful eyes Bluebonnet had ever seen. He decided to name her Amaryllis, after his mother's favorite flower. Bluebonnet gently picked her up and carried her home, wrapping her in his warm fluff. His family welcomed Amaryllis with open arms, and she quickly became a beloved member of the household. Over the months, Amaryllis and Bluebonnet formed an unbreakable bond. They played together in the meadows, shared meals, and comforted each other during storms. Bluebonnet's family marveled at how the raccoon seemed to understand and respond to their emotions. The Amaryllis had a special knack for sensing when someone was troubled and would nuzzle close, offering silent support. One winter's eve, a fierce blizzard trapped Bluebonnet's family inside their cozy cottage. As the wind howled outside, suddenly they heard a small whimpering sound coming from the entrance. To their amazement, Amaryllis had brought in 2 more raccoons Haribs, who had been searching for her. Despite the raging storm, Amaryllis had ventured out to find her family and brought them home. Bluebonnet and his family quickly made room for the new arrivals, sharing their food and warmth. The blizzard raged on for several days, but inside the cottage, the atmosphere was filled with love and gratitude. By the time spring arrived, the 2 raccoons had settled in perfectly. The once small family had grown, now filled with the joy and laughter that only a larger family can bring. As the seasons passed, Bluebonnet's village came to admire the incredible bond between the boy and the raccoons. They saw how Amaryllis and Harris were not just pets but family. They taught the villagers that family isn't just about blood or species. It's about love, care, and the willingness to protect each other no matter what. Every night, Bluebonnet would tell Amaryllis stories of their adventures, while she listened intently, her eyes sparkling with happiness. And every time he finished, she would curl up beside him, purring softly, a symbol of the love and trust they shared. Their extraordinary tale became a bedtime story for generations, reminding everyone in Bluebonnet's village of the true essence of family. Thank you for joining tonight. Sleep well.